All right, in this video, let's go over all of the settings that we can adjust inside our YouTube channel. So to start, we're gonna head over to our YouTube studio. On the side down here on the bottom, we're gonna see a link called settings. We're gonna click on that, and that's gonna take us to our settings. No way, bet you would have never guessed that. All right, first up, general, literally one option. You can just pick what currency you operate in. Now, some of these settings might only appear because I'm in the YouTube partner program as far as like running ads on the site. So if you're not at that level yet, you might not see some of these options and they'll kind of become more obvious as we go on. So channel, basic info, set your country's channel, and then you can add channel keywords here. So this is a good spot to add just some general keywords of what your channel is about and broad topics. Just add them here. I'd say fill it out as much as you can. You got 500 characters. Over here, we got advanced settings. So these are some audience settings and some settings about your channel. So this first one is pretty important. This was a thing they rolled out a couple years ago. Basically, you have to declare if your channel's content is made for kids. People misunderstand this a lot, and I see a lot of people say, mark this as like, yes, it's a kid-friendly channel. This does not mean, is your content appropriate for kids, or like, is your content not R-rated or PG-13 rated? It means, is your content specifically made for kids as your target audience? Not as a kid friendly, is it made for kids? Is it a kids channel? You have to declare that because every video that is declared as made for kids then falls into the YouTube Kids program, which plays on a kind of a different ecosystem than regular YouTube does. There's a separate YouTube Kids app that only plays videos tagged as YouTube for kids. They run much more restricted ads. There's a lot more ad restrictions. There's no commenting on those videos. There are a couple other things as far as normal YouTube features that we're used to that are turned off because it is made safer for kids. So if you're watching this and you have a company and you're doing a brand account or something in that realm, very highly likely chance that your channel is probably not made for kids. So we want to mark it as no, this channel is not made for kids. Tagging the setting here will automatically set this setting as the default every time you upload a new video. If you have a mix of like, yes, some videos are specifically made for kids, some videos are not, you can say, no, I want to mark this on every single video that I upload, and you'll have that option when you upload the video. Likewise, just because you mark it no, not set for kids, if you upload a video that is made for kids and you want to change the settings, you can change the settings on an individual video level. But chances are, most likely, you're not making videos for kids if you're on this channel watching this stuff. But maybe you are. If you are, I would actually love to know. So you can let me know in the comments. Other thing, you could link your Google ad account. So if you want to use your videos as ads, discovery ads or YouTube play ads, which we'll cover in other videos in the future, you're gonna have to connect your ad account, and this is where you're gonna do it. There's too many details to go into that one here. So this is where it is. More to come as far as like how this actually plays out and works. Automatic captions don't show potentially inappropriate words. So when its auto AI thing goes, it'll block out inappropriate words. If you don't want to do that, you can uncheck it. Advertisements, if you want to, for whatever reason, disable interest-based ads. So interest-based ads are where things get a little bit more targeted, kind of based on people's interests or what they think are their interests. For whatever reason you want to turn that off, you can. Just know that if you are in the ad program, you will get less money because interest-based ads can get a higher CPM. So just know that. So for whatever reason you don't want to do that, you can turn it off here. I would also love to know why you would want to turn it off. So you can let me know that in the comments. Clips allow viewers to clip your content so people can share and create clips of your content to repost. If you don't want them to do that, you can turn that off here. Channel visibility, the channel should be public. If you, for whatever reason, want to hide your channel, or maybe you're, I don't know, archiving your channel, but you don't want to delete everything, you can hide your channel here and turn off its public view. And feature eligibility. So this is just sort of a very broad overview of like the features you have. This is probably more if you have any strikes against you, as far as like copyright strikes and stuff, then it would show as like warnings would show here. And then also if you have a new channel, you will need to verify your channel. I have another video and an article about verifying your account. It's very simple, super easy. You just have to like put your phone number in and you get texted a code, and then you can verify your account. Until you verify your account, you're limited to 15-minute runtime upload of your videos, and I don't believe you're allowed to do live streaming until you verify your account. It also says right here, custom thumbnails. Yeah, so like you need to verify your account because also you definitely need to upload custom thumbnails. Verifying your account is different than the YouTube partner program, which is the ad share revenue program. Verifying, as I just said, is you just type in your phone number and get verified. All right, upload defaults are really handy for not having to repeat steps every time you upload if it's going to be the same. You could add a title if you want to add like an ending to your title that you like have on every video, you can put that here. Description, if you have a template, you can put your YouTube description template in here, so you can kind of just tweak it every time you upload. But when you upload, this description that you set here is going to automatically populate in your new upload. So if you have like a format you keep reusing, this can save a lot of time in that regard. Visibility, if you most likely it's going to be public or uploading a bunch of unlisted videos, you can change the default so it's unlisted. And then also tags. Now, this is a cool thing because if you have like some tags that you're always going to like add to every video, like maybe your brand name or something that's sort of like a top category for all of your videos, you can add that here. It'll add them on the new uploads, but then you're not like restricted to only use these tags. You can add more video specific tags, but save yourself the task of having to remember to add the tags that you're adding to every video. Under advanced settings, these are more, same thing. These are like defaults, but in the advanced settings. So chapters, if you want it to automatically add chapters, if you want to set the language of what the caption should be, comment settings, if you want how you want comments to be handled for potential spam comments, if you want people to be able to see how many people liked your video. And again, all of these can be adjusted on an individual video level. This just saves time. If you like find yourself always like switching a setting every time you upload, you can just make the default different here so that you don't have to do that every time you upload. And then monetization, if you are in the ad program, what's the default settings for like when you turn on ads, what ads you want on. So if you like don't want overlay ads on every time you upload, you could just choose that and click save. And also, as apparently when you click save, it closes out of the window. Okay, next one we got permissions. So we're on a brand account. So if you click on permissions, this is where we can add other people to the account. So we want to add other users to help manage our account, give them permission to upload videos, manage all the metadata, respond to comments, stuff like that. That's the beauty of the brand account. You could add additional people via email without having to like share your login and password. And now community, let's say you just want to add people who can only moderate comments and you need someone to just help moderate your comments. You can add them. They have to have a YouTube channel set up, which is super easy to do. You can just add their YouTube username and then they have permission where they can come in and be a moderator for your comments. And then this one's a pretty recent update, live redirects. If you wanted to partner up with another channel who maybe they do a live stream and then they say, hey, go check out our friend, partner, program, whatever, they're doing another live stream and then they have a live redirect. This is where you can add the URL of like other channels that are allowed to do this to make sure you don't get like spammed or anything. I believe you could do this on an individual level when you're setting up live streams, but if there's sort of like a channel that you are commonly interacting with, you can add them and give them permission here. Comment words, if you want to blacklist any words that show up in comments and have them blocked, you can do that as well. And also, if you just want to totally disable links in comments, you could turn off links in here as well. And this is sort of like a rehash of what we just saw in the upload defaults. But again, they sort of put the comment permission defaults here that you can adjust as well. So if you want to set channel guidelines, this is a new feature. It's specific to live chat. So basically just laying some ground rules where people who want to participate in live chat would have to agree to these rules in order to participate in the chat. And they already have some example ones that you can use in your channel. And then lastly, agreement. So this is just a place where you can view any agreements you have with YouTube. Most likely it's just going to be the YouTube partner program terms. And that's it. Once you're done with everything you want to save, I didn't change anything this time around. You click save or you can click close. And that is it. That is an overview of adjusting all your settings inside your YouTube channel. The two main things that I find most useful about the channel settings are being able to add a couple extra metadata info about the channel itself, like channel tags, and then also being able to adjust and update the upload defaults. So every time we upload a video, we don't have to keep changing a specific setting over and over and over again, or adding tags over and over and over again. We can just set it in the defaults so it's automatically there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This video is part of a series of setting up a brand new YouTube channel from scratch. So be sure to check out the playlist link that we've got right here, watch the rest of the videos and explore setting up your channel from scratch. If I didn't cover anything, or if you have some other questions about what some of these permissions mean, let me know in the comments below. I'll get to them in the comments and possibly make a follow-up video if some stuff is confusing or not clear or needs further explanation. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.